What's up, guys? We are back for our mobility flexibility workout. So we got 3 new areas that we're going to work on today with 2 exercises for each one. So our first one, we are going to be doing a pigeon reach through. So we are going to cross one leg over like so, straightening the back leg out. So if her left leg is in front, like so, her left hand is going to reach through the gap. So you kind of push towards the floor for a second, and then she's going to open up, and just to where she feels tight, that's where she would stop, and then she would come back through the gap. So you're going to do 10 of those, and then switch sides. If you happen to make that easier, you can put your foot up on a bench or a couch. So, the second style for, I don't think that's high enough. So the second exercise, stretching the same area of the glute, is a 90-degree knee bend, and you're basically going to pull your leg forward. So you cross over, you reach through the gap, and basically you're just pulling everything towards you. You should feel that on the outside of the glute, and you just hold that sweet spot for 20 seconds. So the next 2, we're going to do some kind of rolling. So depending on if your shoulder blades get knotted, you can do your basic roller behind the shoulder blades and cross the arms across the chest, going back and forth. And just make sure you're breathing while you're doing so. The more advanced to try and get trigger points is a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. But basically, you're going to place it against the wall behind you. So it's right up on the edge of her shoulder blade, so you can go up and down. If you really want to dig at it, that right arm is going to come across her body. And that kind of opens up the wing a little bit more. You can see she's grimacing a little. But really, if you find a trigger point, you really just work at it. And then proceed to the opposite side. So those are going to be paired with some shoulder mobility. So we have a wall slide. So the key with this is your butt, your upper back, and your head have to stay pinned on the wall. And basically think you're going to pull your shoulders into your back pocket. Nice and slow until you feel tight, and then you go back up. So the elbow and the back of the hand is trying to stay glued on the wall. If you pop off, that's where you would stop. And you would perform 10 total repetitions. So a little bit easier for mobility is grab a PVC pipe or a broom. Any kind of pole works, a dowel or anything. So really, again, trying to keep everything pinned on the ground and just keeping your arms straight, going as far as you can. If everything's popping up, that's where you would stop, or if you feel tight, that's where you would stop the motion and bring it back. And when you do these, kind of focus on some belly breathing. Exhale and think you're trying to pull the abs into the floor. And you have 10 repetitions of those. So moving to our last stretch, kind of spinning off a downward dog. We like to call these yoga push-ups. So you're not doing any push-ups, you're just going to be doing a 2-position hold. So a downward dog in that yoga hold, just find that sweet spot, hold it for a 20 count. And then a cobra hold, pushing everything to the floor, looking to the sky, holding that for 20. A little bit more advanced on the yoga is going up with one leg and then just doing a slight tilt to the outside, and that really stretches the calf, the hammy, Achilles area. And then come back down and do the opposite side. And you're still comparing that with the yoga hold, the cobra hold. And those are your mobility and flexibility exercises for today. So you can do 3 to 5 rounds, but the more you do, the looser you're going to get. Have fun.